the question is like who's the control freak? The franchisor is always like, this is our brain to do what we say and how we do it. This is in some cases meant to protect the Z. It comes off as controlling, and they want everything a certain way, which there is a certain level of that, because there should be some already built-in lessons in there, built-in strategy, things like that kind of have that mindset. But immediately just sets Z's off if they're not understanding the whys. And so, if you guys when I say you guys, the brains take full control, and you just don't let any access to Z's, and you set everything up, the Z's are going to revolt against you, and they're all going to talk amongst themselves, and now they're going to start blaming you for everything. If there's no results, it's all your fault because you didn't give them access to Facebook page, right? I mean, it's not a correlation, but it's what they're going to say and do. They're going to go behind your back and set up their own accounts anyway and start running their own things, and then it's a nightmare to stop that, cease and desist, and now you just go way down the rabbit hole of negativity that nobody wants. And then if they do just kind of say, okay, you guys are doing all this, now they start just criticizing everything you're doing and sending you requests. Now your marketing team is just overwhelmed with having to address those things. So, having full control may seem appealing to some of you, but it definitely brings its own set of issues. If I go to the very bottom where you give Z's full control, and I heard it right there in your mastermind, Eric, and some of your members there in the franchise secrets groups mention, oh, we just let Z set this up and it's better for them. I'm like, well, that's not as appealing either, because then they just do whatever they want. They set it up. They have full control. You can't stop them from doing things. Yeah, 90% of them are going to comply and be fine, but there's always the 10% or whatever that number is that just goes off the rails. And then what are you going to do? Now you just have to. You as a founder, your marketing director has to put hours and energy into fixing that problem and having a conversation that you don't want to have. It's just not worth it, and especially with the potential negative things that I mentioned in the last slide, it could be catastrophic. Anyway, there is a happy medium, which I call like shared control, and that's kind of what we're going to lead down today. But, Zors and Z's share the responsibility of the results and execution. Z's feel like relationships is a democracy and not a dictatorship, right? I mean, the usual stuff. And then Z's can take action. And like I said before, the Z's can actually teach some Zors a thing or two. I've seen it. Z's do something, and even I would go, well, good luck with that. And then the Z has wild success with it. I'm like, hey, that was great. You're smart. Hey, let's learn from that, and let's try to apply that and help the other Z's do the same thing. And it's a win-win. So you don't want to restrict some people. You might be surprised of what comes from that.